Hi, I'm Katie Eckhart with Sterling Law Offices, and we're here with Latrice Knighton. Hi, Latrice.
Hi, Katie.
How are you doing?
Great. How are you?
Good. We're here to talk about Guardian Ad Litem. Guardian Ad Litem's what they are and what they do, and Latrice has done a lot of Guardian Ad Litem work, so she's going to kind of give us insight on what it is that a Guardian Ad Litem is.
That's true. As a guardian ad litem, I'm appointed by the courts to represent the child's best interests. It's not, I think a lot of parents get confused what that means. It doesn't mean necessarily what the child wants, even though I'm considering that. There's just 16 different factors that I'm looking at, from what the kid wants as far as placement, what the parents wants, their community, where they've been living before, what type of networks the parents have for support. There's a whole host of things I'm investigating to see what's in the kid's best interest when it comes to custody and placement.
Now, when is a Guardian Ad Litem appointed in a case?
So normally a guardian ad litem is appointed after the parties try to reach a settlement regarding custody and placement. So they've either tried working with their attorneys or through a mediator. Sometimes that mediator's through the court system, or that mediator is just appointed by the court to help them with custody and placement, and that fails. Or sometimes if it's like an emergency situation, like a parent has to ask for a guardian ad litem right away because there's substance abuse issues, there's physical danger or domestic violence, there's something going on right away that they know that they won't be able to reach an agreement because there's such safety concerns that they need someone to investigate right away.
Mm-hmm. Now, you stated that there's 16 factors that you look into, among other things.
Mm-hmm.
How do you gather the evidence or information to determine these 16 factors and make your recommendation?
Well, I need a lot of help from parents because the people that know each parent and what they do, that's who I need to be talking to. Mm-hmm. So, it's family, friends, sometimes it's teachers and other school staff, if there's therapists involved, or doctors because of something going on with the kid. So it's really the people who see the parents parenting and who help the kids out, babysitters, nannies, who can really talk about who these kids are, who they are developmentally, what they're like in school, can really give me a lot of information. But I also do talk to the child. So, even if they're 3 years old and the conversation won't be long, I still meet them and see their room and what their life's like and try to figure out what's in their best interest that way.
Now, as an attorney that has practiced and brought many Guardian Ad Litems in, I have parents that always have the concern that the other parent is going to coach the child in their interview with you. Mm-hmm. How would you put a parent at ease in regards to what the Guardian Ad Litem's role is and what they do?
So, I would say that, number one, that one interview with your child is not going to make or break the entire case, because I'm going to be looking for facts to confirm things that is said by everybody. So even if your child is saying one thing, and to be honest, it's very noticeable if your child is being coached, because it's the way that the child answers. Are they answering far beyond their age would normally say that they should? Are they trying to tell me facts that I'm not even asking a question about? There's just things that you pick up on in interviews that if a child is being coached, I'm going to see. But again, anything that a child does tell me, I'm still looking for more things of that list, more things to confirm what they're saying. So I would say it's extremely small cases that it happens, and there are kids who get coached, and I bring that up, but I also just bring up all the other points of evidence that I find.
Okay. So now that once you've gathered all the evidence and information, what do you do with all of that? Do you make a recommendation? Do you negotiate, or do you discuss with the parents? How do you give your information and evidence to the attorneys and the parents involved in the case?
And it's that can kind of depend a little bit on where the case is in the procedures, because a lot of times, I'll orally talk to the attorneys and the parents and say, here's what I'm thinking. And then at some point I will formally submit something to the court. And normally I'll start drafting it because the parents are the ones who are paying my bill. So I won't start drafting anything, even though the summation, till I get an understanding, is there going to be agreement? Because if there's an agreement, then I will draft it all and put it into an agreement that the parents and attorneys can look over and everyone sign, and the process is done. But if it's more of like a recommendation to the court, then it's going to be a little bit different, and that process will be different. So normally I tell them first, and then they can ask questions. why is that? Did you consider this factor? And then we talk through it, and I say, here's what I've considered it. And then that's typically, normally, parents do agree. And then we just submit it with the court, and there are times that we have to move forward.
Right. Is there anything that you would advise, persons listening to this, what to do, or is there anything that you find a common question that is addressed to you as a guardian ad litem that you'd like to answer for them?
So I think a lot of the parents want their side to be heard, but aren't as organized with it. So, when I send out an engagement letter as a guardian ad litem, I list all the things that I'm asking that you complete, or you give me names, addresses, and telephone numbers of people. And it's really unfortunate that it normally takes people a really long time to get that done. And then I think it builds up stress in parents because they're worrying what my recommendation is, but haven't gotten that stuff to me. And so I can't talk to their family. I can't talk to their friends. Because I don't have their contact info.
Right.
So the things, if you want as a guardian ad litem for your side to be heard, you definitely want to make sure on a timely basis. That's probably the first thing you want to do, is because it normally takes so long, is to get the name, addresses, and telephone numbers of the people that you want me to contact on your behalf, or who just know facts that you're like are extremely important, or if you need consent signed for me to talk to someone at the school or a child's therapist, like work on that stuff right away.
Right.
And so you can feel assured that I'm looking into it, because I think it's when parents are going through this process, there's a lot of things going on, and for some reason, even though this is the most important, I think they just get overwhelmed and just don't start working on it.
So participation is key.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I think that you've answered a lot of questions and given a really good general background of what a guardian ad litem is and what they do. I want to thank you for coming in and talking with us.
Thank you.